Hi, I've been asked the question a lot. How do I find the right realtor for me? What does that mean? What does that look like? There's really two ways that somebody looks for a realtor. One, they look at, say, who am I the closest with? Friends, family member, is there somebody that I'm really close with that I trust? The second way is somebody looks and say, who is the best qualified to get me the most amount of money and sold in the shortest amount of time? If I'm sending this to you, obviously we're not the closest. And so I'd love to go off the premise that you're looking to interview agents that will get you the most amount of money in the time that you want. Let me share with you some tips that I've learned over the last 20 years and sold 1,000 properties here of what buyers and sellers do as they interview agents to find the agent that's best fit for them. So, number one, you'll want to look at their marketing plan. This is my marketing book here, which I'm happy to send to you. And this is my marketing plan here. This is what I've created. This is what I've used to sell over 1,000 properties. And, and it's a very detailed plan. But the most important part of this is that there's a lot of proactive techniques to get homes sold. I find that over 90% of agents are very passive in their marketing. So we call them the PPP agents, three Ps. Number one P is they put up a sign in the yard. Number two is they put it on the MLS. And number three is they put up their feet and pray that a buyer is going to come to them. Now, that's not going to get you the most. That's obviously not a technique to draw in the most amount of buyers, but that is honestly what most agents will do. And I would say over 90% of agents. And so you want to look in their marketing plan for activities that are they're going out and drawing in buyers. And I'm not talking about open houses because that's a very passive sit back and wait technique. I'm not talking about social media or anything. I'm talking about what can an agent do to network with other agents, to network with neighbors, call and prospect, look for that golden nugget of a buyer. Now, it may not bring in the buyer, but it's likely to bring in more eyeballs to see the home and create either more competition or a higher likelihood of you getting sold for that highest market price. So that's number one. Look for proactive techniques and a clear, defined marketing plan. Number two, go on to Google and just type in the name of the agent. Every agent that's going to sell, that's selling, that's very experienced and has a lot of sales, they have a Google My Business page. Just like when you search a restaurant on Google, you're going to find this side section here that talks about the agent, talks about where they're located, talks about gives the reviews, which is very important. Look at the reviews, look at how many reviews, look at the reviews, the quality of the reviews. When you go on there, read some of the most recent reviews, look and see, okay, how long ago, let's go to, newest. Yeah, go to the most recent reviews and say, how long ago was it? Are they getting active reviews all the time? And are they legitimate reviews? Next thing you want to do is go onto Zillow, go into this find an agent section, and you can go here and you can search for the agent. And in this, now this number here where it says 44 sales in the last 12 months isn't always completely accurate. Gives you a decent idea. You can look at price range and things. More importantly, I want you to go scroll down and look at this map. This map is going to tell you where the agent sells the majority of the homes, where they spend the most amount of time. And look here, you can see here I spend most of my time in Davis County. I sell 70% of my listings and sales in Davis County, but definitely some Salt Lake County, some Weber County, very, very rarely am I down in Utah County, a couple in Park City. You get an idea here. Where is this? Make sure it's in the area that you want. Next, go on to utahrealestate.com. This is the public side of the MLS, of our MLS. So it's going to have some of the best information here. You go to find an agent, type in the agent that you're looking for, and this is going to have the most accurate number of sales for the agent. So you can see their active listings here. Obviously, you want to find an agent that's actively selling properties that has active listings. And then you can look at recent sales here. Now we're early in December or January when I'm recording this. So we just had this one closing on here. And then you can look at last year's sales, 55 sales. So my team sold 75 last year, but I sold 55 personally. So look at that. That makes a big difference because a lot of agents will claim a much higher number than what they actually did because they're just trying to quote the sales for their team or sales for their brokerage. You're hiring the agent and looking for their individual activities. You're not hiring the team. You're not hiring the brokerage as much as they want to make it sound like you are. But that's what new agents or inexperienced agents try and sell people. And that's what brokerages and teams teach them to do. So look for that. I hope this helps. Obviously, I'm sending this to you because we're not well acquainted and I would love to apply for the job. Come see the home, share with you a marketing strategy and a pricing strategy to get you the most, get it sold in the shortest amount of time or whatever goal time you have. And look forward to hopefully being in your home soon and sharing this information with you. Thank you.